Look, the people check my 33 back to another YouTube live. Thank you for joining this live stream. Y'all do MVP. Make sure to hit the like button on the live stream. Hit the like button. Hit the like button on the live stream. You are the real MVP for the algorithm. Make sure you leave a comment on this live stream. Make sure you're subscribed to this YouTube channel for more future live streams and videos like this. And just share this video with your friends and family to let everybody know that the People Champ 1983 goes live around this time. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday, folks. Thank you guys for joining. Another day, another dollar. Hope everybody doing well physically, mentally, and emotionally on this day. How you guys doing? Hope everybody doing good. In case you didn't tell by the title is Becky Lynch winning the Elimination Chamber. Now, before we go further with that, what we do every 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Western Time, West Coast Time, we go live and we talk a lot of random stuff, specifically what's in the title. And then after 4:18, I want everybody to grab your joints, your blunts, your bongs, get everything rolled up, grab your TFC drinks, grab your gummies, grab your edibles, whatever you got that's THC related, grab that, and we're going to get blazed around 4:20 p.m. Eastern Time. That's 1 o'clock, 1:20 West Coast Time, and that's what we do every day. So make sure you subscribe and have your notifications turned into all. Make sure that notifications have the word all in it, so therefore you all will be informed that the People Chat 83 is live. Because some of you is not subscribed either. So make sure you subscribe so you won't miss any of my content, and make sure you also hit that notification bell, put it on all so you won't miss any of my live streams and content like this, and you will be notified, guaranteed. Now, the title, like I said, the title of this video is called Becky Lynch becoming winning the Elimination Chamber match. Now, I didn't get the chance to watch the whole thing because, after all, it was on around 5 o'clock in the a.m. on the East Coast, 2 o'clock a.m. on the West Coast, and in Australia, as far as Australia goes, I guess I don't know what time it was in Australia, but it damn sure was pretty much, everybody was pretty much staying up just to watch WWE Elimination Chamber match because how late / early it ended up coming on. And this is the reason why most people that are wrestling fans don't like it when WWE go overseas, because then they got to deal with these crazy time zones. Because what's up, Latif? Salute to you, bro. Thank you for joining this live stream. Thank you for hitting the like button. You are the real MVP. Hope you're doing well physically, mentally, and emotionally on this Saturday. And stay blessed, bro. And so everybody was pretty much was complaining about the time zones, because now everybody knows that all over the world we have different time zones, where we got the Eastern, we got the Pacific, we got the Central, we got the West Coast, and then we also have overseas like China, Russia, we got Ukraine, Brazil, Puerto Rico, everybody all over the world have different time zones. There's places that even still in 2023, while the rest of the world is in 2024. That's how different. That's how time difference we are around the world. Some places it's morning, while other places it's almost bedtime to some places. That's why you see people on the internet was pretty much complaining about Elimination Chamber being in Australia because, like I said, it may be 8 o'clock over there, 8 o'clock p.m. over there, and Australia, but everywhere else it's either bedtime or it's extra late or the late night. So people find themselves had to stay up to watch that pay-per-view. Now I don't know if you guys was one of those that stood up and watched the pay-per-view, but I wasn't because I was straight up asleep. So I didn't watch the pay-per-view until after I got up. That's when I was taking a look at the highlights. And then that's why I saw that Becky Lynch has won the Elimination Chamber match. And is anybody surprised about that? Is anybody surprised that Becky Lynch won the Elimination Chamber match? I mean, throughout the entire run of NXT, she was the NXT Women's Champion, giving her our own friends opportunity at the NXT Women's Championship, forgetting about everybody else that was on that roster that been there since day one. Instead, Becky Lynch wants to give opportunities to her friends like uh, India Hartwell, who also is from Australia. She been giving opportunities to her fellow Irishman, who is also the current NXT Women's Champion, who beat Becky Lynch to become the NXT Women's Champion. She's very good friends with her, and also they both are Irish. And guess who also is friends with Becky Lynch? No other than Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair is known for getting lots and lots of opportunities versus all the women in that locker room. Why you think Sasha Banks and Naomi left WWE in the first place? Why you think Sasha Banks and Naomi left WWE in the first place? It's because the people like Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair was pretty much be given more opportunities and more championship title runs more than Sasha Banks and Naomi. Every time Sasha Banks would have the championship, she always loses back to who? Charlotte. Or every time somebody else is the women's champion, they end up losing it to who? Becky Lynch. Like I said, all last year, Becky Lynch was the NXT Women's Champion. And now she gets the opportunity to go to WrestleMania to face Rhea Ripley for the WWE Women's Champion. And you even see people in the comments, you see people all through the comments throughout the IG. People is pissed under the WWE Instagram. Let me show y'all. Shout out to people that on the live stream. Make sure you hit the like button on the live stream for the algorithm. I really appreciate that. Let me see. Look at this. Let me take a look at show you the comments. Let's flip this camera around. Look at this. This is from WWE Instagram. Look at the comments. Focus. Try to get focus. There you go. It says right here, personally, I am sick and tired of Becky Lynch stealing others' moments. And look how many likes it got. 3,000 likes. And look how many people responded to that. Oh, you got some free tree? Oh, that's good for you, bro. You about to smoke up in a little bit. So just hold on for a second. Just hold on for like 5 minutes. And around 4:20, we're going to get blazed. But until then, get ready. Get ready and roll up. Because we're about to get blazed. Because it's the weekend. We got you, bro. I got you, bro. Look at the comments. You said whose moment? You said those moment was this, not if hers. Wow. Did everyone know Liv? Did everyone know if Tiff, Naomi were tired of Becky? Look at the comments. It was Liv. Look at this one. It was Liv's moment. She already had a storyline with Rhea and was the last person to pin her in singles match. Becky didn't need this win. Y'all remember Liv Morgan? Liv Morgan was on Monday Night Raw saying that she was the last person to pin Rhea Ripley. But guess who gets the opportunity instead? Yep. Just like when they'll bring up the fact that Baron Corbin was the last person to pin Roman Reigns. Did y'all forget about that? Roman Reigns' last person that pinned him was Baron Corbin. They mentioned that loud and clear. The last person before Roman Reigns became the undefeated WWE champion, the person that pinned Roman Reigns was Baron Corbin. But where's Baron Corbin? He damn sure didn't debut with Braun Breaker on SmackDown last week. He's still in NXT. But the person that gets to face Roman Reigns is either The Rock or Cody Rhodes. They're just going to forget about Baron Corbin being the last person that pinned him. I'm like, wow, okay. I see how it goes. That's why people say that there's a lot of favoritism going on backstage when it comes to WWE, and because it's true. You hear it all over from wrestling podcasts about how we work with everywhere else. Everybody work as a unit. But as soon as you go to WWE, you find yourself watching your own spot because people that's at the top is trying to cover that spot and don't want nobody to take that spot. You see favoritism and politics be played backstage. That's why you don't see Sasha Banks coming back to WWE and rumored to being signed by AEW. Because remember, Triple H, he wanted to resign Sasha Banks and Naomi, but Sasha Banks didn't want to return due to money reasons and creative control. Because let's face it, guys. In WWE, it's not that many freedom of creative control, which is this is why I don't get why people is praising Vince McMahon for making wrestling into a fake sport. Because if it wasn't for Vince McMahon, and I don't think everybody have noticed, but if it wasn't for Vince McMahon, wrestling would not be how it is today, which is fake and scripted. You heard me? I said, if it wasn't for Vince McMahon and the McMahon family, wrestling today in general wouldn't be scripted and staged. All because he wants to control the wrestlers' outcome, and he also wants to control the wrestlers, how the wrestlers are booked. Because everybody knows that if it wasn't for it being scripted, and that the only complaint the wrestlers will have is on themselves, because the only way to win or lose is by pinfall or submission, aka skill. And how ironic that the video game is more real than the actual wrestling. I don't think anybody think about that either. How wrestling games is more real than wrestling itself. Just think about it. When you play video games with your friends, WWE wrestling games with your friends, wrestling video games with your friends, none of you are going by and saying, okay, listen, this match, you're going to be booked. Wait a minute. Let's this game's be lit. You can't do everything on here. Exactly. And guess what? It's not. It's not scripted. WWE games are not scripted. It's between two players or more and determine who has more skills than the other. It's to determine who will win between the two of you or whoever is playing. Because at WWE, they got writers, they got bookers, they turn wrestlers when like the having wrestlers put out spots to each other in the ring, call out spots in the ring. But whoa. Before we go any further, y'all see what time it is? Yes. It's 4:20. Get your joints, your blunts, your bongs, your joints ready, because we about to get it in. Shout out to everybody that like this live stream. About to get my pen ready, and we about to smoke. Wait a minute, where's my pen at? Oh, there we go. My pen of choice is. Hold up. We're going to use the pen. Put this pen in. Cheers, gang. We a little late, but cheers, gang. Man, it's got hot already. Ooh, to distract her. So I said hit that hit. I automatically got hot. Ooh. Like, damn. And my chest got hot. Oh my god. That hit is like no joke. Like, as soon as I took that hit, my whole body got hot. Like, woo! Talk about hot flashes. Woo! The temperature it's that it really got hot in here after that blinker. And it's a double blinker. Woo! Put some Smooth Criminal piano beat in the background. I'm telling you guys, if you want to know how to play the piano, download a piano app, and you can easily know how to play the piano like me. This is me knowing how to play the Smooth Criminal on the piano. All you gotta do is watch the tutorial on how to play a piano, and you can play the piano like this. Download piano app. The app will look like this. This is what the app looks like. It's the app I'm using to play the piano with a cappella. On that note, everybody doing well physically and mentally and emotionally on this Saturday. And if anyone has to tell you, you are smart, you are wise, you are beautiful, you are kind, and you are important on this earth. And don't let anyone, anyone tell you any different. That's right. You. Don't let anyone tell you any different. You are special in your own way. We are special in our own way. And on that note, let's cheers to that. Cheers, gang. Definitely got a head rush on that one. Oh my god. You definitely go. I'm telling you right now, if you try to get big, hold your hits in for 10 seconds. You is going to get big super quick. A lot of people like to say that when you hold in your smoke, that means that you pretty much cut off the oxygen. But I don't get, because everybody knows that just by you holding your hits in, you hold it in your TLC right here. So the more you hold it in, the more it gets to rush into your brain. Therefore, you get that head rush sensation. It's like you're like, oh my god! Like you can feel it all right in this area right here. Especially you can feel it right here in your chest. You definitely can feel it right here from taking the a blinker. Oh my god. then it got my chest hot. So we got let's continue to talk about the results of WWE Elimination Chamber from this pretty much earlier this morning because it took place on the East Coast around 5 o'clock a.m. And it's also started. That means that it started on the West Coast 2 o'clock in the a.m. So that means that by the time the Elimination Chamber came on, the official pay-per-view, it was 5 o'clock a.m. on the East Coast and 2 o'clock a.m. on the West Coast. Now, to some people, if you're out, let's say you're out on the weekend, normally you'd be back at the house around 2 a.m. That's when, if you're on the West Coast, that's when it comes on at 2 a.m. So instead of you going right to bed, you stay up watching WWE, the pay-per-view. Or if you're on the East Coast, you find yourself waking up extra early because on the East Coast, it comes on at 5 a.m. So if you're on the East Coast, you're probably already in bed already. All we got to do is pretty much get up early, like we going to work, just to watch WWE that took place at 5 a.m. So then we got Cody Rhodes. Speaking of Cody Rhodes, decided to call out The Rock to face at WrestleMania. Cody Rhodes has officially challenged The Rock to a match at I don't know if it's going to be at WrestleMania, because he said that he is definitely going to pick Roman Reigns to face for the undisputed WWE Championship at WrestleMania. But then he says that in the meantime, in between time, I got all the time in the world. So then that's where he challenged The Rock, saying that I challenge you, The Rock, anytime, anywhere, any place. So because The Rock has been talking a lot of smack about Cody Rhodes ever since Cody Rhodes fans came at his daughter on Twitter. This is why it's hard to pick. This is hard. I don't know about y'all, but this is kind of hard for me to pick either side because you damn sure can't pick the size of the Cody Rhodes fans because, like I said, their fans literally went to The Rock's daughter Twitter, aka X, and left a death threat on her page. They left a death threat to The Rock's daughter that got nothing to do with Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns, but because she's The Rock's daughter. Yeah, exactly. This is where we're at in today's society, where people feel comfortable leaving death threats towards each other online. This is how toxic people online has become, to the point where people would get so angry and so riled up that they feel comfortable enough to leave death threats to others that they don't know online, like Cody Rhodes fans did with The Rock's daughter. So that's where that whole crybaby, Cody Rhodes crybaby, came from, all based off his fans taking it upon themselves to go onto her Twitter and left death threats. And you know how you would feel as a father watching somebody leave death threats towards your daughter. Of course you're going to be hot. Of course you're going to feel some type of way. Of course you're going to do whatever it takes to protect your daughter and make sure that nothing comes harm towards her way. That's why I'm not with the Cody Rhodes fans because of that reason. And the reason why I'm not signing with The Rock is because we all know the situation between him and Hollywood because of Hawaii. Like, how can you watch your own hometown, your own country, your home city, your home state, the very place that you was born at, your whole family was born at in Hawaii, watch it get burned down, only for Joe Biden to give these citizens only a good amount of $700. For what I'm hearing, the citizens got only $700 to rebuild their homes. And then turn around and try to rebuy their whole property, and therefore buying everybody out and put the ones they want in. Pretty much done with the projects, kick everybody out and raise it at a higher value, so therefore nobody can be able to afford it. Only the ones that are the super rich to be able to afford it. Kick the poor ones out and put in the rich in. That's pretty much what they'll be doing with the homes when it comes to the projects. That's what it is when it comes to Hawaii. After the fire that mysteriously started there, everybody was mad at The Rock and Oprah for not coming together, and because they got billionaire friends. It just, instead of them calling their billionaire friends and we help rebuild Hawaii, they only have Joe Biden give them $700. Even people in Hawaii was saying that they know exactly what's going on when they did that. That's why people didn't side with The Rock. That's why I couldn't side with The Rock either, because after what happened with Hawaii fire scandal.
Hawaii fire scandal.
This is, you see this? You want to know what happened? You want to know how the fire started with Hawaii? We really want to know how the Hawaii fire started? Y'all see that? What do y'all see? What do y'all see? What do you see coming from the sky? You want to know how the fire mysteriously started? What did you see in the sky? And this is, look. Let's check it out. Let's check it out.
Tilly is here to verify if those images are legit or not. The wildfires that swept through Maui are the deadliest in U.S. history in more than a century. At least 100 people have died and more than 850 are missing. On social media, people are speculating about what could have caused the fires. One trending theory is that the fire started due to an attack from a directed energy weapon. 3 viral images appearing to show evidence of directed energy weapons have been shared online. But do these images really show that directed energy weapons started the wildfires in Maui? Let's verify. Our sources are the U.S. Government Accountability Office, the National Weather Service, a reverse image search using Revi, the Canton Repository, SpaceX, and Chilevisión Noticias, a Chilean news company. If you haven't heard of directed energy weapons, I've got you covered. They're weapons like lasers that use energy fired at the speed of light to damage or destroy targets. According to the U.S. Government Accountability Office, many countries, including the U.S., are researching their use. But these viral images do not show those weapons. As of August 21st, the exact cause of the Maui wildfire is still unknown, although the National Weather Service says the risk of fire was high given high winds and dry conditions on the island. So what is actually happening in these images? A lot of different things that have nothing to do with Maui. Using a reverse image search, Verified traced this picture back to a January 2018 Facebook post from the Canton Repository, a local Ohio news outlet claiming to show footage of a controlled burn at a refinery in Ohio. We traced this image back to posts from SpaceX in May of 2018. According to SpaceX, the images show a time-lapse photo of a SpaceX rocket launch in California. And finally, Verified traced this image back to a viral TikTok video from May 25th, 2023. According to the original description, the video was taken in Chile. A Chilean news outlet shared the footage, saying it shows a transformer explosion. So we can verify, no. These three images do not show evidence that directed energy weapons started the wildfires in Maui. All three are older images taken from other parts of the world, and none of them show directed energy weapons. With your Verify, I'm Ariante Till.
You see that? This is how they say started the fire in Hawaii. It just mysteriously just started out of nowhere because dry conditions, because something come out of the sky and hit the ground, start a fire, and that's how you got that Hawaii fire. We'll show y'all something else. This is coming from, remember, everything they do is on camera. Everything they do is on camera. Everything they do is being well documented. So all you got to do is do your research and search for the internet. It's all over the internet. It's all on. All I gotta do is Google it. All I gotta do is Siri it. Everything is being well documented. Controlling the weather using laser.
Katrina, the weather using.
Yeah, control the weather laser.
What if you could fire a laser at the sky and make it rain? Oh, that sounds more interesting. What if you could fire a laser at the sky and make it rain? Oh, that sounds more interesting. Dave Malkoff explains.
Just another stormy, wet afternoon in Central Florida. But what if you could pick up all this rain and move it where it's needed? Texas or California. What if a laser could start the rain?
So you can almost use it to set it off.
Matt Mills got into lasers as a kid.
It's just innately cool.
Now he's part of a team of scientists and military backers on the cutting edge of a new technology, making lasers powerful enough to reach up here into the sky where a thunderstorm is just about to start. In the near future, a push-button storm starter could be a real thing.
Just imagining this situation. If there's a rain cloud that was going to pass over an area of drought and not rain, you could theoretically induce the rain and get the rain where it's needed.
That storm starter isn't the laser beam itself, but rather a popping energy that comes off of much higher power beams than this one. The problem is those pops have always had trouble getting into the sky. Now man has discovered a way to get the laser to pop all the way in the clouds. In theory, that's what starts a storm. We created a cloud of our own behind Matt's lab. A few months ago, Matt's colleagues in Arizona got this working experimentally. The next step is to get it to work in the sky. Particles in the air are rubbing together, forming static electricity, and the conditions are now right, and they just need to be triggered now. Does this concern you that you may be messing with Mother Nature and doing something that you don't completely understand up here in the cloud? I mean, I suppose that's always a danger, but we're not even near to the case where it could be dangerous yet, so not too much. It's almost like an on-off switch for a thunderstorm. That's the idea behind it. Right here in the cloud. Yep. In Orlando, Dave Malkoff, the Weather Channel.
Absolutely fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. And it could change a lot of things, like these areas of drought that we're watching in the West, if it actually worked. All right, let's move on to sports.
That was amazing. I saw those lasers at a cabaret in Tampa. It made it rain there too. But this morning, I'm going to start my...
You heard that? Like I said, everything they do is in plain sight. Everything they do is on camera. They literally tell you guys how they're going to control the weather. And by how they plan on doing that is by lasers. These are the same lasers that started that fire. But yet they want to tell you that it was caused by wind and dry conditions after they specifically put it out there how they was going to plan on controlling the weather by what? Lasers from the sky. And what be causing these fires? Lasers from the sky. Look,
Maybe you feel lost.
there's a video
Maybe you feel disconnected.
of the Chinese catching. Look. It's a Chinese satellite lasers recorded over Hawaii. Chinese satellite lasers recorded over Hawaii.
Lasers over the islands. This video, now to a very unusual sight captured on camera. Japanese and local astronomers say a Chinese satellite was recently seen beaming down green lasers over the islands. This video captured atop the Subaru telescope on Mauna Kea, operated by the National Astronomical Observatory of Japan. Bryce Moore has the story. The lasers flashed for just a couple seconds. Initially thought to be from a NASA altimeter satellite, the Japanese put out a correction note on Monday saying NASA scientists found a most likely candidate as the ACDL instrument by the Chinese Daki-1 AEMS satellite. I went to a University of Hawaii astronomer who read up on AEMS instruments.
It's a Chinese satellite that is measuring pollutants, among other things. It has many different instruments on it. That's a topographical mapping, or they're also used for measuring stuff in the Earth's atmosphere, and I think that's what it is, to environmental measurement satellite.
I also sat down with the former chief of staff of Marine Forces Pacific. He had some questions.
I'm not sure, this is my opinion, why the Chinese, who are probably some of the most prolific polluters on the planet, would be collecting data on pollutants on this side of the Pacific.
Both experts say this isn't explicitly a spy satellite. It is cataloged and known by governments around the world.
The U.S. has satellites that do the same thing. So in this case, despite all of the flurry, well-deserved flurry about Chinese spy satellites and other devices, this one is just orbiting Earth and has a known orbit.
The footage was taken January 28th, before the recent incident where a Chinese balloon traversed over the mainland U.S. before being shot down off the coast of South Carolina. Which brings the question, how much is the Chinese military seeing?
They can shut down any communication nodes if they want. They believe that I think the public is getting too much information. So yeah, I think it's more probably military than anything else. That's makes sense.
I had to ask, is this a risk to locals, to Hawaii?
No, it's not a risk to Hawaii or anyplace else. We have aircraft making these kind of measurements all the time. If you see topographical maps with high precision, those are made using sometimes this kind of thing.
It seems to me that those tensions are there. People are a little antsy, and I think we just need to be a little bit more aware, vigilant.
I reached out to the United States Space Force to see how often Chinese satellites scanned Hawaii airspace and if there's been an explanation from China. Officials are working on getting me a response, and we'll bring that to you as soon as we hear back. Bryce Moore.
And this was last year. And what are we dealing with today? What are we dealing with today? Even though this was last year, this was last year, and what were they talking about last year? The balloon? Isn't that what they're talking about now? Didn't they just saw a balloon floating around in the sky? Is that... It's like they're repeating the same cycle over and over and over. They did it. They literally this was literally last year. They was talking about this last year. Have everything to do with the balloon, the lasers. Now, fast forward today, and we're still talking about the balloon. We're still talking about the balloon, and this is a year later. And we're still talking about the balloon. This is the reason why I can't side with The Rock either, because him associated himself with Oprah and involved with the whole Hawaii scandal. And apparently there's more stuff that's been going on since then involving lasers.
Mark on your credit.
And the fact that there's a lot of videos of the lasers being set up in Hawaii. Look. Read this.
It's windy, and then there's a flash, and I think that's when a tree's falling on a power line. The power goes out, the generator kicks in, the camera comes back online, and then the forest is on fire.
See? Look.
It's windy, and then there's a flash, and I think that's when a tree's falling on a power line. The power goes out, the generator kicks in, the camera comes back online, and then the forest is on fire.
See, that's how the wildfire started. And that's how the whole thing started.
Fire extinguishers, and we put out the fire on
film, guys.
like the edge of the property here, and then I didn't want that happening again, so then back inside, got more fire extinguishers, garden hoses, just whatever I could find, the closest things, and we went out and just kind of contained it the best we could, just to prevent it from getting out of control. And then I texted Lance and said, it's in the grass, it's trying to jump the road, and we need some assistance. So
what happened to the homes. This is exactly why we need to remove these people from office, because this is what you get. The more we let them in office and let them stay in office, this is the result we'll get. But I'm gonna smoke to this. Cheers. They are literally doing this right in front of your face, guys. They is literally doing this right in front of your face. Not only do they have video showing you guys how the fire has been started, and it's not by the lasers. I don't know how many times you guys go sit there and let them constantly lie to you over and over and over again. After Fox News themselves told you that they can't be trusted, because every time they turn around, all they would do is lie. They said the fire started because of wind and dry conditions, where there's evidence shows different. Hold on for a second. Speaking of lies, remember this guy? You remember 9/11?
Shame on you. Shame on you. Oh, we can't get fooled again.
You remember George Bush? That said that ever since Bush, that the president status have went downhill, because ever since the 9/11 scandal, a lot of people been looking at whoever is in office with a side eye, because every time we turn around, there's a scandal that's been happening. Only found out the real reason how it started in the first place, all because it was set up by them. Everybody in New York City saying that when it comes to the Eiffel Towers, there was no planes being flew into the building. Whoever's in New York City said that there was no airplanes flew into the building, and that it was explosion that took down the building, like an ebullition. You know how ebullition, when they would take a building down, they fill it up with explosion, and then you will see the building come down from top to bottom. you'll see the building tipped over like this. You see the building come down like this. That's when you have bombs put inside the building and have it all go off inside the building, and all of it would go down like this. They say the airplane hit the tower, but instead of the plane do this, it does this. Which everybody said that was cat. Y'all remember the movie A Long Kiss Goodnight featuring Samuel L. Jackson? They even said in that movie how it was going to go down. They be referenced now. They be referenced World Trade Center bombing back in 1993. They mentioned in that movie about the World Trade Center bombing back in '93. In that movie, A Long Kiss Goodnight featuring Samuel L. Jackson. And they even said it in that movie that it's kind of hard to fake killing 4,000 people. So I'm just going to have to do it for real. And blame the Muslims. They literally say they're going to blame the Muslims in that movie. And what happened after 9/11 happened? Now everybody, the country, district got everybody looking at Muslims with a side eye. And the first thing they did is over to Pakistan and start a war with them. And blame them for 9/11. Only to find out years later the truth. But they literally told everybody what they was going to do through movies and through TV shows and through cartoons. But everybody, it just went over everybody's head, just went over everybody's heads. Like, it's just a movie. That's what people look at it. Oh, it's just a movie. People don't look at it as something to look out for. It's all because it's been put in entertainment. That's how they was able to get away with stuff like that, because all they gotta do is put it in movies like The Simpsons. That's where they get the whole prediction from. The Simpsons. They would say that The Simpsons is known for its prediction. Oh, look at The Simpsons. They predicted what is going to happen. But who created those scenes in The Simpsons? They don't just predict it. How the scenes were created? Who in charge of putting those scenes together? The Simpsons. Who's in charge? Last time I checked, Simpsons is associated with Hollywood. And Hollywood is also associated with the news. So who you think is going to give them the script of what to put out there as far as the prediction? Because there's a lot of prediction that be happening in the Simpsons cartoon series. One of them is GMO. They be mentioning GMO in the Simpsons prediction, and how they was planning on using that to keep food last longer, so it won't rot, and you can find yourself in the refrigerator for 8 to 6 months, and it will still be in the refrigerator like you just put it in there yesterday. I tell you guys, everything they do is right in front of your face. Whether it's movies or TV shows or your favorite songs, they have no problem telling you guys what they are planning on doing. Even before Joe Biden was elected, he told y'all what he was planning on doing before he got elected, as far as getting rid of fossil fuels. He told everybody that he was going to get rid of fossil fuels before he got elected. And because everybody is so focused on Trump being racist, that it went over everybody's heads. And they just want Trump out of there so bad that they're willing to vote Biden right in, not knowing that he's just as much of a racist, if not more of a racist than Trump. Because just like before, there's only a certain places you can go, as if you're not a white person, if you are a non-white person, it's only certain places you can go in the United States. But now that you can go in the United States, that is not whites only area. Because if you try to go to an all whites only area, you're going to feel like they're going to make it known that you is not wanted there. That is going to do whatever they have to do to get you out of there and make it known that you don't belong here. You don't belong here. You don't belong here. You lost, sir. You lost. You lost, sir. You lost. I don't think you know. I don't think you live around here, sir. You want to go back to where you came from? That's the type of energy you get in the United States as a person of color. You can't only go into certain places that is not whites only area. But yet, this is supposed to be the year 2024. And yet we're still dealing with racism. All because of who's in the White House. And who's in the White House? Joe Biden. It's crazy. All because everybody look at Trump. Everybody want to paint Trump as racist. So let's pretend that Biden is not racist. So let's vote him in. It's great. All right, y'all, about to end this live stream. So y'all can go. I know it's Saturday. I know it's the weekend. I know you guys want to go out and chill and do whatever because it's the weekend. And I know that some of you guys work all week and you guys want to just chill with your family, chill with your friends, chill with your loved ones or whatever. So I'm gonna let you go and y'all can do that. Go chill and have a nice day. Have a wonderful weekend and hope everybody doing well physically, mentally, and emotionally on this day. And if anyone has to tell you, you are smart, you are wise, you are beautiful and kind, and you are important on this earth, and don't let anyone tell you any different. It's People Chat 83, and thank you for doing this live stream. You are the real MVP. Don't forget to hit the like button on the live stream. It's free. I really appreciate that. You guys, your likes, your comments, and your views are very appreciated, and it would not be taken for granted. And this People Chat 83. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you will just end up my live streams and videos like this, and to share this video with your friends and family so they will know that the People Chat 83 go live on a daily basis. So People Chat 83, and God bless each and every one of you. And I get you guys to the next one. Until then, deuces.
Shame on you. Oh, we played a fool again.